Hello everyone. Hello Lighthouse. Hello lovely angel. Hello I can't sleep. Hello voice like silk. Hello mystery. Red Fox. Cameron Jackson. She is baby Ellie sleep. She sleep. She right here next to me. How is everyone doing tonight? Hey, rising high priestess, melanated goddess. What's up, Tab? Hey, Jazz. I haven't forgot about you, Jazz. I'm still gonna do your reading. Melanin Monroe. Hey, Anaya. Hello, everybody. Now, there's been a lot on my heart for a long time. And, I'm getting myself together, It's a process, and I have all of the energy in the world, but when it comes to my business beyond frequency, I want to make my, inventory, my merchandise with love. And so through my healing process, I apologize if, I have been delayed at times with, messaging everybody or making, I like bracelets and stuff like that to, promote for you guys and everything. But healing is a process, and it is, interesting. Ooh, elephant painting. Thank you. Thank you for that. Definitely taking everything one day at a time. There's a lot of mental health to be looked at, and getting my emotions together and my thoughts and, and everything. And it's a lot to process, But I do have realizations all the time. And taking care of Ellie is like a full-time job. And I can only imagine what it's gonna be like when she starts walking, because she's already all over the place. Like, she crawls everywhere. She puts everything in her mouth. If I'm making a bracelet or something like that, I have to be very discreet with the beads that I have out, because she'll play with all of them and have them in her mouth and have them on the floor, and it'll just be a total disaster. Or she's wanting to be so close to me, Ellie wants to be very close to me. So if I leave her on the floor for 30 minutes or something, she'll get agitated because she wants my attention. So I'm definitely learning how to balance being a mom and working with beads also at the same time. But I am teaching Ellie how to coexist with me with the beads. You understand? I'm teaching her discipline, because in life you can't go tampering with everything. You have to, listen to wisdom that when it comes from someone, to not do something when they've already been through it. And that, it falls in so many different levels, of understanding. But I definitely have stuff to teach her, and she has a lot to teach me, so I'm just thankful for the skill that I have as far as making the bracelets really fast. I sat there that day and I made the bracelets fast, But this is the thing. The reason why, I feel like I'm growing really fast right now, healing really fast, and, have the business is flourishing. Everything is flourishing in my life. Literally. I have an abundant. I am blessed. And it takes love, the energy of love, to do that. You see what I'm saying? Nothing can happen in this world as a miracle or, you know, a miracle that, and when I mean miracle, I mean something that good, something good that happens, you know, not something bad that happens. That's not a miracle. That is a lesson. That is karma. You see? So I was just thinking today, in your life today, have you received love from yourself? Have you given yourself love today in order to give it to someone else? Or have you woke up with anger, animosity, heartbreak, disappointment? Have you woke up with those on your heart or that on your heart? If you wake up with worry or wrath or jealousy or lust in your heart, you should just take a moment and think about what you're feeling so that you can, you know, acknowledge what it is that you're feeling and act or respond accordingly in a constructive way. Most people, when they feel hurt or misunderstood or, you know, feel mad, we tend to sometimes wake up grumpy in a negative space, in an attitude, you know, making someone else feel bad because we feel bad. But at the end of the day, when we wake up and we feel the downside of the yin and yang in an unbalanced way, then we should assess what it is that we're going through, because you don't want to go out in life giving out negative energy. You don't want to go out giving people jealousy, being rude, being mean, because only you have something that's going on. Because at the end of it all, you're going to give that back to yourself by the people you attract, the situations you wind up in. But you also, I always say, you always should have discernment when it comes to certain things. Because something that came in your life as a lesson could just be the very thing that you needed to learn because of the way that your mind was, the way that you were thinking, or the way, you know, to give you the insight on what you can do better once you figure out that you've made a mistake, that you fucked up so much. So when I wake up in my feelings, I just feel that, and I say out loud, I'm in my feelings. Like, I'm really in my feelings. I don't know why though, but I'm gonna figure it out. So I sit there with the feeling, and then I say, wow, I feel angry. Well, what am I angry about? Well, I'm angry with my situation, how I responded. Well, it's okay to be, you know, frustrated with yourself, because that shows a sign of progression. That shows a sign of healing. So it's okay that you've made a mistake, but what's not okay is if you keep reliving that. If you keep making the same mistake over and over and over. So you let all of the thoughts pass by talking about it out loud. Well, I didn't like this, and this about my situation, this, and this. With someone who will listen to you, because there's none other than knowing that somebody could hear you and then give you a reverb. This is why you have friendships. People you can call on for a listening ear, so that they may help you and guide you and give you the wisdom that you may not have in that moment. The frequency of love shines through everybody and everywhere. You just have to know it when you see it. You have to know it when you feel it. We may say that this is a wicked world and that we're afraid to encounter, so we put up a shield or a brick wall or a force field so that people can't totally get in. But guess what? You're always gonna have to experience. But when it comes to your discernment, this is when you will win. You have to be able to recognize. You have to be able to see what it is that's in front of you. And if you don't see love, and we all know what I'm talking about. Love as far as the thing that you feel inside of you that you can't even describe in words. You just can feel it. Some people will call it the Holy Ghost. Some people will call it Spirit. Some people will call it Allah. Some people will call it the universe. Some people will call it love. Some people will call it understanding. There's so many words to this feeling that you feel when you're just so full of joy and it feel like it's busting out your feet and busting out the top of your head. You know what I'm talking about. When you feel that, that is the frequency of love. And love is bigger and brighter and more energetic on a higher frequency of what we experience as low energy that's making you angry or making you mad or rubbing you the wrong way, creating some type of negative energy in your life. This is what you should exude to the world, love. Nobody should make you respond to them in any type of way that you wouldn't respond to yourself. Nobody should have the power to move you in a negative space. You should always have control over yourself. Because when somebody can move you, they can control you. They can control your emotions. Because somewhere they have a space in your mind. You have the power to protect yourself. No more need for those walls. No more need to not engage in people and turn a blind eye to opportunity when you know it's there. You just need to simply guard yourself with your heart open and not closed, but with a meter, with a discernment, with that red flag that pops off in your first head, in your mind the first time. We all get it. You need to walk through life with a hug and a smile and a kiss ready to be given to someone, because someone needs it. Doesn't matter about what you went through. Doesn't matter about what they went through. Doesn't matter about what you're gonna go through. Do you know if we had many people on the face of this earth, more people than what we do to give out love every day, do you know what type of world this would be? Don't let a society stop you from being love. Don't let a society stop you from giving love. Don't let anyone tear you down so much that you can't give it no more. No. Because you don't live for them. You live for you. You live for you. Don't live for how somebody makes you feel. Because people can make us feel all type of ways. Love can put out a ton of darkness. One speck of light can put out a ton of darkness. A ton. You don't need to be mean because somebody else was. Because you'll always win in the end. When you give out love. And that's my realization that I just had. And I'm gonna walk through this world with my head high and my crown adjusted with confidence. And I'm gonna rip through this motherfucker. Because I am strong. I am love. I am righteous. I am blessed. I am good. So, yeah. Life wisdom, yes. Negativity brings out dark sides. Yeah, I am an Aquarius with a Cancer moon. I'm an Aquarius with a Cancer moon. Sheila said, don't let anything or anyone have that much control over you that you have anger in your heart. This is exactly why I stepped away. Because when people make me feel angry, that's not something that you want to engage in. It's okay, baby. My rising, Empress, my rising is Libra, and my Venus is also Aquarius. I have my Sun is Aquarius, my Mercury is Aquarius, my Venus is Aquarius, my Jupiter is Aquarius, and my Uranus is Aquarius. Empowered by Power says, your inner power has just bust open. Libra Queen, Keisha, I'm a Cancer moon also. Cancer moons are really lovely mothers and just really lovely people. Anybody with the Cancer moon, shout out to you because you really do care. You know what I'm saying? You're just a crab with it. Like, you're crabby with your careness, you know? Because people have to appreciate you. If people don't appreciate you, then you're like, I'm still going to help you, but, oh my God, I feel, emotionally disrespected by you. Yeah, I do have a lot of Aquarius in my chart. Gemini Sun, Taurus Moon. Nice. My beautiful mother is a Cancer. Shout out to your mother, Scorpio 16. Ooh, happy birthday, Nicole Collins. Happy birthday, girl. Happy solar return. What a time around the sun, right? Cancer Venus, really nice. Darmeet says, Val, you should always have your own mind. Yeah, and I will live my life the way that I see fit. Period. Nobody's gonna tell me when to move and when not to and how to move and why I should be moving like that. Bitch, I'm gonna let my body flow. I'm gonna let that energy come out of me the way that it needs to. Because, baby, I can't live like that. Shane just asked, will baby Ellie go to public school or will you homeschool? What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna homeschool my child. Auntie Nana, your solar return is today? Wow. Happy solar return, Auntie Nana. Cancers are dope. Cancers are dope. Yeah, I'm gonna homeschool her because I don't want her to be exposed to certain things. My child is gonna know a lot. You understand? And I will not allow her to be around things that does not serve her. If I'm gonna teach her, and be that guider and be that protector, I'm not gonna, that doesn't even make sense. That's why it's called protecting her, And my child is going to know way more than what a school teaches you. Not saying that the school isn't good and everything, because there are certain things that I would like to take from that curriculum and teach my child. Other than that, it's crazy. Let me tell you something. Everybody likes to say, okay, what about their social interaction and all of this? You think that I'm going to keep my child stuck inside, cooped up inside? There are actual children out there that does know and is being taught by fellow mothers other than myself of the same age group as Eliana and higher. So there are programs and play dates and things like that I can take my child to. See, I'm going to be a full-time mother. I'm blessed in life, so I have the opportunity to be a full-time mom and take care of my child and be taken care of on top of that. You see what I'm saying? My life is blessed and in abundant. So I can, I can do whatever it is that I want to do without restrictions, without anything. So I'm going to, what do you call it? Like, introduce her to the kids that are being taught just like her. There is an actual society and an actual community that is going to be in place when I'm starting to teach my child. And other than that, she's too young for me to even be sending her off with people. So we have a long time before we, run into that. So yeah, there's so many opportunities. Sister Stroke Avery say, are you gonna let baby Ellie meet her siblings? I'm not gonna comment on that. Destroyer asks me, Vel, how would you define motherhood? Ooh, good question. Alright, so, yes, I want more children. Yes, I will have more children. The way that I feel about motherhood or parenthood, I feel that our children are our responsibility as far as a soul tie that we have with our children to guide them with the wisdom that we have to create better versions of humans. Now, if we choose to have a child and then we let that child go, or we leave that child behind, so to speak, then that child is susceptible to karmic generational curses that have been placed amongst humanity today. So we have the opportunity as angels to birth angels and teach those angels and guide them. Otherwise, they'll be susceptible to the cycle that we have already went through as children, which then makes us become useless within the lives of someone else, because we all were born for a certain purpose and are assigned souls to teach and to guide in this world. So, yeah, that would happen. You would build karma for yourself if you walked away from your child. And then you would have to live that cycle again to complete that lesson, because you've never got the lesson that you learned. So when somebody say your child is an unhealthy attachment, or leave your child, don't do it, because that's not good. That's not something that you want to think about and have on your conscience. Think about this. I would never leave Eliana. And do you think that anybody would ever tell me to leave Eliana? Think about that. Think about that. Now that's tea. Children are blessings. Children are blessings. Children are blessings. Children are love. Children teach you that. Love teaches you how to... children teaches you how to love. And if you walk away from a child, shame on your soul. Shame on your soul. But you want to know something? I have something to tell you that I really want to get off my heart. And I know this might make some people mad, rub people the wrong way. But it's something that I did. But I don't even know why I did it. But I'm going to figure it out in this very moment. One time, it was early when we was in Mexico at Carbonation. I was in Mexico. And I was getting into it, and I was angry, and NatureBoy was like, you can leave, but you can't take Eliana. You can't take baby Eliana. You have to keep baby Eliana here. So it was so much of a problem, and the fact that she didn't even have papers or anything, not a passport, not anything, I wound up leaving Eliana for like 3 minutes. So I got my stuff, got my passport. I get in the car, I leave Eliana, I get in the car, and then I ride down the thing, get out the gate, and then when something happened, and I know what happened. Eliana started crying for my breast milk. So my milk started coming out my boobs in the car. So as soon as I get out the gate, right before we was about to turn and make that left, she said that somebody came on the walkie and said, well, I think it was a woman, and she said, can she at least feed baby Ellie one more time before she go? And I said, yeah. And I was out of my fucking mind. All right, so I'm gonna finish. Then I turn around and I fucking grab my baby and I feed her. And all I could do in that moment was fucking cry, yo. All I could do was cry. Because then in that moment I realized that she was mine. Not mine to own. Not mine to abandon or mistreat, but mine to embrace her and let her be a part of my life and I be a part of hers. And I never wanted to see anything happen to her. And I knew that in that moment that I was the only one who could give Eliana that. I was the only one who could give her what I think that I never had as a child. I could only give her what she needed. And I cried over my baby. And my tears fell on her. And she looked at me, sucking my milk. And I never left her side ever a fucking again. And that was on my heart. And I regret that day. I regret that day, but I never will leave Eliana. Ever. Ever. And no other woman should leave their child either. I remember what that felt like. To walk, and you know, it's unraveling, guys. Here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. Okay, listen to this. Now that I had that experience, right, from carbonation, carbonation tells you to leave your children, that there are unhealthy attachments if they keep you from going to carbonation. Not no fucking kingdom of God. Do you really think that Allah, love, divine pure love, tells you to leave your fucking children behind? No, it doesn't. So, carbonation tells you to leave your children behind. And because I felt that in that moment, what do you think those women really feel who left their children? Well, I'll tell you what they do. They're at carbonation in order to leave their children. They have to shut themselves off. They have to shut those emotions off. I did it. I shut myself all the way down to continue to live that lifestyle. This is why I wasn't making a lot of videos anymore. This is why I became less productive than what I was with Omek. Because I was becoming stagnant because my creativity was not being nurtured correctly. And this is what's happening to everyone there. You have to shut yourself off to disrespect your families there, to disown people who actually love you and want a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? You have to disconnect yourself. I lost myself over there, and now I'm gaining myself back. I wasn't even doing the same things that I would by myself there. And that's unhealthy when you have to go through and live in a situation like that. And love doesn't make you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Love doesn't make you detach from your emotions so that you can do stupid, hurtful shit to people. And it's just that simple. It's just that simple. Because we're all looking for knowledge. We're all looking for something to believe in because we've been so mentally oppressed. So when we find the slightest, and then on top of that, we weren't even educated correctly as a people to even know right from wrong, in a way. So we try to attach ourselves to anything that sounds scientifical, especially when it comes out of what you so-called quote-unquote black person's mouth, because so many white folk has already spoke on the information that we're just trying to find something as a people. But as a people, we're looking for the wrong thing because we know not. We know not. Because we have been taught not. But I have that information, but there's a lot other things that I need to assess before I just blurt it all out. And trust me, there is a way. There is a way. But you have to feel that in your heart. And you have to, this is for future. I'm literally in the future. There is something that we can do, but we have to be willing to do it for ourselves. Nobody can do it for us. You can't detach yourself from anything. You know? Scorpio 16 say, Velvet, forgive yourself and keep growing. I have forgiven myself for everything. And the reason why I have forgiven myself for everything is because my heart is spewing out love. That's the only thing that I can feel. Only because I've come to terms with what I've done. You see what I'm saying? And I'm willing to make my relationships that I put in danger and jeopardized right. People who continue to have a pity party for themselves, they haven't really extended love to the person who they fucked over yet. That's the only reason why people don't want to face the people that they've messed up or feel coward to, because they know they do not have the ability to extend love. But I stand in the face of adversity. I stand in the face of challenge. I stand in the face of my loved ones because I am worthy. I am worthy. Quality over quantity. I am the shit. And you are too, but you have to believe that for yourself. You have to know what you have to offer. I can't tell you what you have to offer. You should know that. Because when you touch people's lives, they should change forever. In a positive way. You should want to look back and the people look back at your actions and feel good about you. And you're not going to make everybody feel good about you because they have people out here who perceive the way that they perceive. But it's not your fault, and it's not your position or place to admit hate to them or a misunderstanding to them because you felt like they had something against you. You should always vibrate in love, no matter what. That should be the basis of your life. Shaw, I don't know how to spell it, say that, but she said, can we do these chill late night talks and affirmations? Yeah. Please stop. See, you see what I'm saying? It's just that, like, people are in the live right now saying things. What are you saying? I want you to ask yourself, what are you saying? This is a frequency of love, and you're vibrating on a totally different aspect. I really want you to ask yourself, what are you doing? Because what you're doing is what you're giving out. And this is what you're going to receive in your life. You don't want to be the one to look back and say, damn, my life is fucked up because I didn't really have a good intent in life. You shouldn't have a certain intent based off of what somebody else did because you're not living for them. You have to live for you. So what about Umi? So what about carbonation? So the fuck what? Okay? What is that going to change your life? How is that going to change your life? How is that going to help you? How is that going to better you? Let's just hope on a love frequency that Umi is okay. Let's pray for her. Let's make sure that she has everything that she needs, whether she goes back or not. Let's make sure that she comes around. not troll her in the process. And I'm not taking up for anybody. This is the love frequency. This is the basis of Allah. This is the basis of God. This is the basis of the primordial energy that governs our soul. You need to know what you're getting into. If you want to know something about somebody, you have to ask them. And asking them is not asking third party to someone who doesn't even know them. Asking them is going to them and confronting them. Everybody will rise in their own times. Everybody will come to certain realizations in their own terms, because you never know the pattern of that person's life. You never know what they're going through. All you can do is give out love, direct it towards their way. That actually is a frequency. It actually is a thing. Thanks for everybody putting love in the room. I see the hearts. I see it. I see y'all. I'm connected to y'all. I actually am. I could feel the energy in the room right now. You know, I feel it. I feel it. And I just want to take this energy and I want to live it out in the rest of my days. Because I don't need no more hatred in my life. Backstabbing. I don't need none of that in my life no more. So everywhere I go, I'm going to rain love, even if that person doesn't deserve it. Because deep down inside, they do deserve it, even if they know it or not. And so do I. But yeah, that's what it is. I love everybody. And I wish everybody well. And I wish everybody blessings. Ain't that right, Ellie? Ain't that right? Huh, Ellie? She looking at all the hearts, y'all. I wish everybody the right circumstance in their life if they're on the wrong path. So yeah, it's pretty late and Ellie woke back up. So I think it's because I'm talking to y'all, but she enjoys these talks with me too. Like, I be having talks with Ellie and I let her know she's very smart. Very smart. I love all of y'all. I see the hearts in the room. Here, I'm gonna do it with y'all. Hold on, let me see. Let me go get my heart. Yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna put my little emojis in here with y'all. You know, these are the emojis that's on my heart right now. Yeah. Yeah, Ellie knows how to clap her hands now. She knows how to say yay. Yay, clapping her hands. I want everybody to practice self-love and then extend that to other people no matter what. Now, that doesn't mean get walked over. Guys, remember, the key of discernment. Apply that to your life. That's a principle that you must have. But give unconditionally without expectation. And watch how your life is going to unfold. Good night, y'all. I'm going to take a rest. See y'all soon. Stay tuned.